And we are live. And let's see. Welcome to IFB Exclusive. I'm your host, New York Pete. And I hope you're ready for Inside Track from our special guest. With us today is a returning guest, Dr. Chris McAuley. Welcome to the show, Doc. And
Hello.
hope you're having a great day.
Yeah, it's been good, eventful but good. It's the run up to my busiest season, Halloween.
Yes, of course. And you have some really great announcements. I've been privy to see some of the artwork, some of the things. We're going to actually talk about two of your Kickstarters.
Yep.
And I'm anxious to see what's going on. But welcome to IFB Exclusive yet again. We have some really, really cool announcements to make. I do want to start off with wishing someone very close to us that we produce with, George Giacomis. Happy birthday to you. So here's to you, all the fans, as Dr. Chris McAuley disappears into that dungeon. Here's a toast to you. I don't know where the doc went. He's out there somewhere. He's probably been kidnapped by one of those dark lords that we got to watch out for. But he'll be right back. I'm sure of that. There's a bunch of things that I want to bring up, and I'm going to start with this. And we have, of course, Dr. McAuley, and it's all about some inside stuff to the StokerVerse. There we are.
Back, yeah. I don't know what happened there.
All right, I don't know. I think the dungeon came and got you.
That's it. Something just came and grabbed me.
There you are, looking chipper in your.
Yeah,
that's a scary pose.
It was a photographer, Laurie Dunnigan, who did that.
Wow.
And so we did a photo shoot a year and a half ago. So this is when I had slightly longer hair and the beard was trimmed because I wasn't doing Santa in those days. I wasn't getting ready to do Santa. I mean, it just goes straight from Halloween to Christmas for me.
Yes, it does.
So
that looks like you're going to start. Oh, that's the opening of a movie, man.
It could be an album cover. It could be,
album cover.
Could be anything, So that was a fun shoot. I've done 3 professional photo shoots so far, so I'm not necessarily terribly comfortable with them, but they're always fun to look back on them.
Well, we have up the StokerVerse, which is made up of yourself and, of course, Dacre Stoker.
Yeah.
And we have some announcements to make tonight, and we wanted to focus on this fact that it's an exclusive. You have 2 Kickstarters, one that's up and running, and you're about halfway to your goal on one of them. And then we have another one that's about to release, and I have both of them, but I wanted to intro them with this. I want to do this one first, okay?
Yeah.
And I actually signed up for it, and it's actually not active yet, guys. But if you want in on this, you should actually go to Kickstarter, and you can sign up so that you get the heads up once it goes live. So this is Franken's Dice, and it's a StokerVerse game. So tell us about it, Doc.
It's kind of a new direction for the StokerVerse, really. It's a family-oriented game, as you can tell from the beautiful artwork on the cover there by Sam Santos. And Sam's an amazing artist. He has worked on another StokerVerse game, the StokerVerse card game from Iconic. So, we knew the box art would be in safe hands with him. And you've got a sort of a friendly Frankenstein's monster and a slightly crazed inventor in the background there. But where the idea came from this was that whenever I would ring Decker up and he would be entertaining his grandkids, I realized that there was really nothing for him to do with StokerVerse with his grandkids. So out there, maybe parents are wanting to introduce their kids to some like monster fun or whatever throughout the year.
Okay.
And so I approached Andy Brown from Andy Brown Games, and he came up with this great Frankenstein concept.
Very cool.
So yeah, you build your own monster. You have to
Okay.
raid the villages before the villagers sort of band up and attack your castle. And it's you versus other mad scientists, other mad monster creator, Dr. Frankenstein wannabes. And you can sabotage your rivals with it. It's a really fun game.
Cool. There is more to it though, because we have background pictures. So here is the box art close up, which is
Beautiful.
really cool.
Yeah.
And then we also have some there. So tell us about this. This is really cool.
So this is a prototype. So it's not quite the finished product, but this is a prototype that we use for game testing. So this will be tested in schools in the UK.
Ooh.
And yeah, so we've done some play testing already, and it's gone down very well. But we want to get more kids playing games. The other reason we're doing this is that it's all well and fine kids playing video games, and I love video games, and that's my day job is video games. But there's something about playing a board game together. If everybody thinks back to playing Monopoly, Ludo, Dungeons and Dragons, whatever, doing that with friends and family members, there's something that really gets impressed upon your mind, right? You're building memories with family, which is really important. So this is the reason that we're bringing this game out as well. So you can see the dice there. So,
but those are the prototype though. That's not
those aren't the actual dice, but they're prototypes.
Right. Yeah.
They're obviously, all of this is going to be manufactured, and they're going to be very slick looking dice. But you can play with the prototype, and here you can see one of the monsters that has been made up from the dice.
Oh wow!
The creature's the head, the body, and the legs. So you can see that. So yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just a prototype.
Okay, so that's what I thought was really cool in terms of an exclusive, because everybody gets to see a game or a product in the store, but we got a chance to show what the prototype looks like, what the dice as they're being made. I want to go back to the dice. There's something special about them, and I think it's important to announce that. But you sent me some other pictures right before we came on, and I wanted to. Here it is. This is what it looks like when it's going to be a finished product. That's what you get. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So you've got your village there, your little map of the village. You've got little villagers in there as well. You've got your dice. So again, this is just a prototype. This is not the actual box. But when Andy and the team go out to schools in the UK, they will be giving kids these prototype boxes, and then the kids will have the whole experience of opening the box, opening up the plastic, and playing the game. Again, it's teaching
social skills,
play, social skills, play. There's a lot of, strangely, Andy went through this with me the other day. There's a lot of statistical analysis. Now, that's a big word, but basically it's all about logic, problem solving, puzzle solving skills, So, these games can be used in the classroom to promote educational play, as fun as the games are. But that's the beauty of board games.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. I want to just thank our live viewers, Erica, and Andy's actually on with us, as well as Lola and Charlene. Thank you for joining us live. There's a few others out there watching on other social media channels. Thank you so much, guys, for watching live and watching us later on. Chris, please tell us a little bit about Andy, right? Andy is in charge of a couple of things, but can you just get into that a little bit more?
Yeah, Andy and I met at, I think, a comic book convention a couple of years ago. And then I realized that he had a great love for tabletop gaming. And at that stage, I wasn't into tabletop at all. But an opportunity arose with the StokerVerse, and I think it started with the RPG. So Andy had all the contacts, so he went and he was able to get us connected up with companies like Nightfall and Cricket Dice, and he was a great ambassador for the StokerVerse. And he chipped in. He helped create the RPG world. He wrote 90% of the quick start for Nightfall, and he understands the core StokerVerse universe very well.
Cool.
And yeah, he's great at designing games, designing fun games, because he plays a lot of different types of games. He's got the experience for that. So
Wow.
yeah, he's in charge of ABC Games, and it's very impressive.
Yeah,
I think
great.
he made the prototypes up in a week or something.
Oh man, that's impressive.
It wasn't long.
Baz is on with us. Baz, thank you from down under. Thanks for tuning in. We're talking with none other than Chris McAuley, Dr. Chris McAuley, and we are discussing some of the new releases that are coming up. So this is the StokerVerse Dr. Frankendice. That's not out yet, and I am going to pull up the actual. Let's see. I'm going to share screen, and I want everybody to see this. So this is the actual Kickstarter. And if you'll notice, it says notify me on launch.
Yeah.
So this is still in its infancy. It's right about to launch. I would imagine
Halloween night.
Based on this broadcast, it's within 24 hours, give or take. And it's ABC Games Design and Development. And that's, of course, Andy Brown. Thank you for joining us live on here. And it's coming soon, guys. So I've already signed up. I'm very interested in supporting this because I want to be able to pass this on and promote this as well. Because this whole socialization, having fun, making those kind of memories, I think is super important. I also wanted to we had a quick discussion about this earlier. And one of the things that is critical, and actually it is mandated to make sure that we can protect any, the toddlers or any of the young people, those really, really young, infants that might put small pieces in their mouth and then something bad happens. But there's something to address that.
Yeah, there's a special dye that will be going in the real dice.
Okay.
So we always have concerns, health and safety concerns for kids. Right. Look, when I was a kid, I was like putting Lego bricks into my mouth and doing all sorts. Right? Maybe explains one or two things about me. But anyway, I have stopped doing that. My wife has made sure that I've stopped doing that. But yeah, with the dice, there's a dye. So if a child does put a dice in their mouth, they immediately spit it out. It's a horrible taste. The dice also will be of a certain size, so it will be very hard for a child to accidentally swallow. We've fought through these angles. It's very important that children play safely with the family.
Good.
So it's an important topic.
There is also a couple of other things that we wanted to discuss. So that's one of them, and we're happy that that's moving along. I want to show this one last time so you guys can see there's that dice. Those are prototype, and that's what we're talking about. There's got to be a special, what did you say? There was like an additive that gets put into the dice when they're made to help protect the kids, those that might, put something in their mouth from getting poisoned or otherwise. So that's a real good thing. And so we then can move on, Doc, to Shadows of the StokerVerse. And that, of course, is a big to-do, right? So we've been following a lot of the StokerVerse and everything that Dr. McAuley and his partner Dacre does. So that's a big part of this. Shane just jumped on. Thank you for watching us live. We're about to announce the campaign that is going on. So this is crazy, and we are really. I've already gotten on, and I've already did some pledging of my own, guys, and it just basically, it's halfway. It's already halfway to its goals. And we're going to get on and talk a little bit more with Dr. McAuley in a second. But I just wanted to let you guys know that it is active. It's out there. It's on Kickstarter. So it's looking great. I'm going to get into some of the artwork. I'm going to have Dr. McAuley is going to come back on, and he'll talk a little bit more about it. But I just wanted to welcome everybody back to IFB Interfleet Broadcasting Exclusive. I'm your host, of course, New York Pete, and we have Dr. McAuley in the wings, waiting to come back on and discuss some more of the StokerVerse, and of course, a major release on the Shadows of the StokerVerse is a great book with tremendous artwork, and we're going to be able to share some of that with you. I was sent over some really cool illustrations that are in the book. I'm going to show you the campaign. I'm going to share a screen so you guys can see what's actually available and what's there. Like I said, I'm happy to say that I've jumped on this because I think it's just incredible work, and I'm always a supporter of StokerVerse, and longtime Dracula fan as well. But it's all good, guys. Right when you think that there's no life in certain aspects of horror, I got to tell you that the horror genre is booming, and it's not going anywhere. As all of you already know, it's taken Hollywood a while to actually figure that out. And it's here. It's now here. It's not going anywhere. It's only expanding. We are lucky that we are able to get in on the ground level. StokerVerse is going places. As a matter of fact, there's beers, there's wine, there's all kinds of things happening with with the StokerVerse, and we are lucky to be privy to all of that. And so, since we have Dr. McAuley with us, we can actually, just get into some of the special aspects of, specifically here is Shadow of the StokerVerse. And we have, it's just tremendous. You're about halfway to your goal, Doc, which is
It's
great.
great. It's amazing.
It's unbelievable. So I wanted to actually introduce everything that I have here, and then I can actually share screen and bring on some of the other things. Shane is with us, and it's looking good. So lots of luck for. I know it's going to be a great and successful campaign that goes even beyond. But the artwork, Chris, is tremendous.
Yeah, I mean Clint's one of the best. He's one of the best artists out there. I don't know if you've ever seen his Warhammer work, but
I have.
It's absolutely spectacular.
It is,
and he's worked on 2000 AD as well, which is one of the biggest UK comics going. But I mean, the cover of this is just incredible.
Oh yeah,
and Clint really nails the. We're going from a family friendly Frankendice to a very adult,
from one
very dark
to the other
book. Which is part of the core StokerVerse universe. So it's been great working with Clint, and this features over 20 original stories written by myself.
Well, here's another book that's part of the campaign, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's the soft cover cover art. So like the last one is the deluxe. So if you want the previous version, this one here, this is the deluxe hardback edition, and then the other version is with the lovely wolf.
Yeah,
is the soft cover edition.
Okay. And here's a little bit more, which I'll bring up the Kickstarter, but I also wanted to show this. So there are these they're prints, correct?
Yeah, postcards and prints. So
Mhm.
those are both a part of the Kickstarter add-ons.
Okay.
So you can get those as part of a package.
And we have some of the art.
Some of the artwork in there.
Oof,
Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's. I mean,
Yeah.
this would be the ultimate book for you to have and lift down from your shelf time and time again, right? And
Oh,
look at the
absolutely.
artwork and
Yeah.
read the stories, and you know, it's a real collector's piece, I think, in the StokerVerse.
Oh, absolutely it is. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to pull up the Kickstarter for Shadows of the Stokerverse, and here it is. So we are just about halfway, and we have 34 backers, 19 days to go, and this has only been up very very short amount of time.
Yeah.
So
Yesterday. So
yesterday.
we're doing very well. I mean, times are pretty tough economically.
Yes.
I realize that. So we want to give as much quality and content as we can, and still make everything affordable. You know, so
Yep.
yeah, this is definitely one to get if you love horror, if you love Bram Stoker, if you love Dracula, if you love Frankenstein and the Mummy and all those kind of things. This book is definitely for you.
I'm scrolling through the different levels. So obviously there are multiple levels. So you can go in from, there's a low to a high, right? You can go in just if you want the PDFs so that you can read those, no
Yeah,
problem. You can go all the way to I pulled up, it's the Ultimate Collector's Reward. And it's a heck of a bundle, guys. So if that's something that you're interested in, I mean, it's just incredible, and it has everything in it, and the prints and all kinds of cool stuff. So it's got, of course, a great write-up, and it's all on Kickstarter. It explains background. Oh my god, look at this one. Look at this.
yeah,
That's something, right?
beautiful.
So yeah, the Fourth Bride. And I look at that. I really like that a lot too. The werewolf. And again, here is the soft cover. Here's the hard cover. So for those that are into the Stokerverse's vision of any of this, this is definitely something that we're very happy to be promoting, to be able to get in on the ground level and know what it's all about. Is talk about IFB exclusives. Here's Clint. We've had Clint on IFB Interfleet Broadcasting regular, our Thursday show. He's been on. We talked at length about some of his other work, and here's part of it. Right, here's 40K. We're
Yeah.
talking about, these are Chaos Marines, and in the 40K world, and this is really scary. This is what nightmares are made of. Incredible. Just look at this, and this is all in the book, correct?
All in the book. Yeah.
Oh wow.
All these images are in the book. So just a
Oh wow.
little teaser. A little teaser for you. I've obviously seen all the images.
Right.
And yeah, it's Clint's artwork's just it's a perfect match for my stories. There's the real the dark vision of the Stokerverse is really intact here.
That's pretty cool. Yep. So thank you very, very much for taking the time out, Chris. I know that you're working on many, many different projects. I did mention that for this season, the spooky Halloween season, there are some beers with the
Yes.
Stokerverse
Yes.
label on them. There's wines that Dacre is working. He's had them in production for a while, and now they're moving forward even at a bigger pace and rate, and just a bunch of things that are going on. So we wish you the best. Is there anything else that any other tidbits, any other insider things that you might be able to share with us?
Well, we've got our IFB tomorrow, and we have a very, very exclusive IFB Stokerverse tale that's being read out by a Battlestar Galactica legend, Jack Stofford.
That's right.
So we've got that tomorrow, and I will be doing a little special tomorrow night on how Dracula was written and created, and I'll show off some of Bram's notes during the process.
Oh, that's great. That's right. You're looking more and more like a young Santa Claus.
It
Like,
is starting. It takes a while. It
yeah,
takes a while to grow this. It's driving me absolutely nuts.
yeah,
But whenever you dye it,
yeah.
it's fantastic. It really does look the part. I'm very committed to the Santa stuff.
I can
I'm
see
very,
that because it's
I'm
like
very
when
committed to
when
it.
you know I blew up your image and it was like very striking. But yes, you do charity work. And Shane, there is a video on the let me just put that real back and on the Kickstarter. So if you click where that the green box is, there is a video. So here on IFB exclusive, we cannot play the audio track that goes with it. We'd get a strike, Shane. So I'm sorry that we can't put that up at this point. However, we can work on getting that up at a future date. But for now, we won't be able to play the video. However, we'll tease the fact that it exists. And if any of the fans are interested, please go to the Kickstarter. Please check that out. And you can watch the video. It's really cool. It's got some audio, beautiful visuals. Of course, there's an audio track that goes, very appropriate, extremely well done. Appreciate that, Shane, and everybody else that's watching with us. And of course, everybody that watches later. We gave some scoops out. And any last things that we want to tease out there, Chris?
Not at the minute. There will be more things. There'll be more things coming before the end of the year.
Ooh,
I have to be very careful what I say about. I'm not allowed to talk too much about the other stuff going on in the StokerVerse, which hopefully we can reveal a little bit later in the year. Obviously we've got our Carmilla film. That's going to be in production next week, I believe, next week or in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, there's a lot going on. And then I'll see everybody tomorrow on IFB.
that's right. We have a great show coming up on our regular Thursday IFB, our longer segment. So it's going to be very, very interesting. We have that exclusive audio novella that was written by you, Dr. Chris McAuley, and it's set in the Stokerverse universe.
Yes.
It's narrated by none other than Jack Stauffer, former Lieutenant Bojay, amongst the many, many things that he did in his life as an actor. But here in IFB, we love him particularly for being a part of the original Battlestar Galactica world. So that is not going to be anywhere else.
No.
It is only exclusive to IFB Interfleet Broadcasting on Thursday's special Halloween edition, which you will be joining us, and we're going to be playing that. It is not available anywhere else, nor will it be available anywhere else. It's an exclusive. It will only be there. So hopefully you guys can tune in and enjoy that. Just thank everyone for coming on. And so Thursday, Lola, that's going to be for Thursday on October 31st, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will, during the show, have that audio novella, and it's awesome. Right, Doc?
Perfect. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a Halloween special to remember.
It sure is. And we're going to have...
I promise I'll not be plugging any of my products tomorrow.
We have other...
It has been a month of... I think we talked about it. It's been a month of interviews after interview after interview.
Oh, yes.
But tomorrow is just going to all be about how, Dracula was created, an insight into the mind of Bram Stoker. I'll be showing some of Bram's notes, some of his drawings as well. And we'll be doing that interspersed with our usual sci-fi horror chat. Maybe looking a little bit at Nosferatu. And then having our wonderful Jack Stauffer come and read out this rather spooky tale.
Cool. Are you're going to be in costume on our next on the show?
I might be. I have to try and find it. My wife's now telling me that I need to neither confirm nor deny because we have to look at all the boxes, 3 boxes. It's terrible.
You said you were going to.
I know.
I know.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'll try to be. I'll try to
Okay.
be.
All right. Okay. So remember, the camera's only picking up from here and above.
Yes.
So that you can get away with a lot.
Well, what I could do is I could just get some like toilet roll and wrap it around my head and pretend to be a mummy.
And be the mummy. You
I
could.
could do that. That's
Yes.
simple,
That's up to you. Well, I just want to thank you, thank the StokerVerse, Shane and Andy, and everybody else that was on with us tonight. Thank you very, very much. You know that here on IFB Exclusive, it's just a tease with a few tidbits behind the scenes and exclusive items and pieces of information. Our regular show is on Thursdays at 8 Eastern Standard Time, and we hope everybody can tune in. And thank you for everyone for watching. Right,
Thanks,
so
folks.
all of you that watch later on, right? Those of you that are on live, thank you. Those of you that watch later on, thank you also. Stay safe, keep the faith, and remember that fans fuel the fleet. So here's to everybody, and all the best.
All the best,
there you go.
folks.
Cheers.
Bye, folks.
Bye. See you at our next broadcast.